Hey, what's up? Dave with Brazos Valley Barbell. Today we're going to talk about what I guess the internet is calling the fingertip grip and how that's any different than any of the other grips that we use when we're talking about a mixed grip for deadlifts. I think this has come about as an alternative to the hook grip, and I feel like this is probably the better option for most lifters, where hook grip can be a really good tool. The main advantages of hook grip are going to be that it feels natural. With both the overhand grip, our shoulders tend to be set a little bit more naturally for most people. The arms end up hanging longer. Some of the injury concerns with the bicep getting pulled up in and then torn biceps or those kind of injuries are taken away when we go with the hook grip. That seems to be resolved for most people. With the mixed grip, or in this case we're going to be talking about the fingertip grip, I think a lot of the advantage actually is going to be the same, because we're learning how to let the bar hang lower and hang looser and lose that bad habit of that underhand getting pulled too much into your body. So the things I don't like about calling it a fingertip grip is I don't think that's a good start for most people. I think if most people are thinking about holding the bar in just your fingertips, that's not going to be nearly a strong enough grip. So the big thing in my mind is that we still actually need to have some palm on the bar. And so for me, it's just going to be with my first two fingers, the last little bit of skin where most people's calluses form, that still needs to be there to help the grip form. The main reason in my mind that needs to be the case, and why that's going to be the differentiation between the fingertip nomenclature and then just calling it the hook grip or those kind of things, would be that with the hook grip, one of the reasons that it's so strong would be not only the thumbs keep the bar from rotating away from your hands. The double overhand would be really weak with that because there's nothing stopping the bar from rolling towards you. The hook grip also keeps the bar from just slipping down. The pressure from the bar on your thumb plus the pressure from your fingers into your thumb makes that grip really strong. Now, pain is a big factor, and it makes it to where people can't hold it as much as they probably could otherwise if the pain wasn't there. So if I'm just using the fingertips and I don't actually get any skin in between my fingers and the bar, then I do get the advantage or the necessity of keeping the bar from rolling, because your hands are contradicting each other with the way that they're wanting the bar to spin, but there's nothing keeping the bar from just opening your hands up. So when I'm gripping the bar, I need to get that little bit of skin with my first two fingers and set that deep into my hand, just like I would be setting a hook grip if we're getting the thumb and I set that grip in deep. I need to get that first fold of skin and set it against my fingers, and that'll get the grip going. Now, some of the limitations or some of the reasons people miss or lose their grip in the first place are holding it too deep in their hands or trying to get their hands too square on the bar. So the deepest part in your hand is where you want the bar to be, because it's probably going to slip down to that point anyway. So one of the main problems would be if I'm holding my hand square, as that bar slips, my hand was going to move a little bit to where my two fingers, which is the deepest part of my hand, are in line with my forearm. So we need to start there. If when you see, well, I'm going to show some videos of my setups, particularly my underhand, you can see how the orientation of my hands is towards the barbell, or the underhand is rotated towards the barbell with those two fingers kind of leading the way. Those are the main fingers that I want to be doing the grip with. The rest of it probably is going to be getting down into my fingertips. My ring finger, my pinky finger, there's probably no skin from my palm hanging onto the barbell there. But the other two fingers, the pointer finger and middle finger, both of those are pressure. There's some pressure from the skin right in front of them to keep that bar from sliding down. So we can see all the videos of my setup, how I'm deliberate about keeping the bar low in my hand and how I'm deliberate about setting that bar deep into my palm. But I don't want it to get past that skin. That's where we see that really just the hands opening up, and then where it may feel fantastic because we're gaining some extra range of motion or trimming off some range of motion. But when the weight gets really heavy, there's not going to be much stopping that bar from just opening up your hands and you missing your grip. So this is this is something that I don't know, depending on hand size and those kind of things, that really is going to work for everybody. I have big hands. I actually have relatively skinny hands as well. They're not very meaty. So depending on the circumference or really the thickness of your hands, this may not be something that works for everybody, but making sure that we're following the rules and making sure that the bar is in a position that is going to be the deepest into your hand. So some people, I think, with the meatier hands may end up their fingertip grip maybe more like 3 fingers on the bar, but I think acknowledging that rotation is going to be something that's a big deal. So instead of making sure it's square, as that slips, it ends up moving into a different spot. When you're setting your grip, I think you should feel where that spot is going to be, and in that way you'll keep the bar from spinning or really moving at all in your hand when you get the bar going. So the main concern would be that what you feel on the ground should be the same feeling as when the bar gets going. If you feel the position in your hand change at all when you get going, then you didn't set your grip correctly. So setting your weight against the bar and going through all the other cues of pulling slack, it also goes into pulling the slack out of your grip, and then we can make it a whole lot stronger and hopefully not lose that grip anywhere and be more powerful throughout. So hopefully that video was helpful. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.